Hello, Try. Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of torn between what I'll end up doing after I guess I would say the gift giving. There's a couple things I just want to very briefly show off in PSO related to the Christmas event. And I guess while people are trickling in, we can figure some things out together. I have a good family event. I think it went fine. We actually just watched. I'm not sure if people are familiar with the movie The Ref, and then we watched a Marvel movie. My family likes Marvel. So I'm a little tired from hosting, I would say, so I don't know how long this stream will end up being. But I had a couple questions, I guess, for the chat. If things will load correctly. I do have some emote slots used in the higher tiers. I guess if chat is interested in having them. I'm trying to recall what was specifically in tier 1. That's the downside. Unless I have the emote thing open, I'm really not sure. Oh yeah, the power slide. Yeah, the power slide. Okay, that one's not there. These, I think, are examples of ones I have in the higher tiers. So if chat ends up wanting them, I could probably move them down temporarily. Just to fill in the gap a little bit. I'm just asking one question to a friend. And I think we'll get started.
Power slide! Power slide!
Power slide indeed, yeah. As you can imagine, the power slide is based off of the Streets of Rage character. We got a little emote for the power slide. I definitely feel when we do Streets of Rage, I need to move that one in. That's more of a situational one, I think. But for the time being, we could do that. But I think I'm more or less ready to go. I'm just kind of gathering my thoughts a little bit here. And let's jump into the stream. The one thing I want to do to prep for the gift giving, I have most of the things set aside. I'm mostly just waiting for Chris to join. He said he'll be about 15 minutes. I was checking in on Chris. And whenever he's available, we'll, I guess, commence the gift giving. He's been very supportive of the stream. Not to mention he's played a lot of the PSO that we have streamed in general. So I figure it makes sense to give out something nice. We did get to showcase a lot. One thing I want to verify by creating a game right now and putting it on normal, I want to see if the event bonuses are still active. If they're not active, then that's fine. I probably won't end up playing pretty much any PSO. Other than to showcase, I think, literally one thing. Let me check. Oh, it's double XP. Huh. Okay, so it's not quite the Christmas event bonus, but that's actually very interesting to me. I don't know if I feel up to doing a really long thing today. I probably don't. But I'm going to showcase what we've been collecting all that coal for. Figured that would make sense in a Christmas event video. So we have picked up 90 pieces. I've retrieved 80. Description is an ore discovered upon landing upon Regal. Seemingly useless, but maybe somebody wants this. Indeed they do. If we go into episode 1 and start up a quest for the shop, we have a very bad pun. The RA standing for Ranger. Okay, so we'd like to trade. What kind of present do we want? Ultimate. We only care about ultimate. Do not get common under any circumstance. Dude, don't do that. Bad. B40 coal? Yeah. Receive present. We'd like to trade again. Like another ultimate coal. Here we go, chat. I think during the stream we collected, if I counted correctly, 48 pieces of coal, but then I got 3 from a random gift box. So this is just a present earned. I'm not gonna do anything with this right away though. I'm just gonna hold on to it. It should be fine to leave as is. I don't think the item changes once you retrieve it. And one thing I want to showcase while we wait for Chris is what happens when you get one of the items I was talking about earlier. You can see I have something called Limiter, and there's also... where is it at? Into Argent. You might be asking yourselves, well, how do you unlock this? Unfortunately, we didn't get a 4th Limiter. That was my goal for the stream the other day. It didn't happen. So, what we can actually do is equip this. And its description is we lose 30 to all stats, which is just absolutely terrible. And the reason we want to do that is because each of those items actually has a hidden unlock condition. So it goes from a really terrible penalty item to something that's really good. I'm just going to very briefly showcase what we could do to unlock. Oh, is that what I was looking for? Oh no, that's Smart Link. And we also picked up a Heavenly Mind last time, I believe, and it should be in the share bank. I hope it's in the share bank. It is in the share bank. Good. That was very fortuitous, because if I didn't have that, I would be very sad, I'm not gonna lie. So we have all these terrible pieces of equipment. We have a sword, which is pretty weak. It's, like, barely better than a partisan. It's not really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just show how you would unlock it. We're not gonna do a full unlock on stream. I will spare chat that. Let me just tell you it is very tedious. But for those that are curious, this is what I do to unlock it. I'm gonna roll my fingers across the keyboard. Ye old game creation. I love it. And what we're gonna do is we're on normal. That's not a mistake. We're going to go to... Ooh, is it beyond? I think it's beyond the horizon. Man, it has been so long since I've done a run of this. I'll know very soon if I made a mistake. In fact, I'll know almost instantly. If there isn't a guy out here, I did something wrong. There is a guy in here. That's a good sign. So we have absolutely terrible stats due to taking the penalties. But hey, I'm going to show you something. We have to pay money to do it, which is kind of annoying. You have 20 minutes to defeat 500 enemies. Spoilers, chat. We need to kill 1,000 enemies in order to unlock the limiters. So, you could fight 1,000 enemies on Ultimate, or you could just kill 500 on Normal. Or, what I like to do, is I let the turbo button play the game for me. This is one of those times, chat, I feel no shame. It is very boring to unlock, but I'm going to show you what I normally do. It costs money. How unfortunate. There you go, chat. Enjoy the shameless turbo feed. I think this is it. I think everything is set up. I'll know very quickly if it's not. It is set up. Watch this, chat. Hope you're ready to be entertained. I'm gonna put the controller down. That's what the quest is. I'm not even kidding. I'm not gonna move from this spot. Enjoy it. Watch the game autoplay itself. I was originally going to jokingly play this as like 2 games at once, by the way, because the way I have it set up is I can turbo one button, and as long as I don't need that button for the other game, I can play the game. So I was gonna have this streaming in the bottom right. I want you to know, chat, this was 100% my strategy. The only thing I have to do and watch out for is that this character can run out of TP. This is the only time I have to have manual intervention. I know. See, Chris, this is why you have to set up Joy to Key. This is what you're missing out on. Welcome, Chris, by the way. So anyway, here's where I have to take manual control. Did you enjoy the manual control? It took about a moment. So we're just gonna keep going, because I've already started the quest. I'm gonna get my money's worth, chat. So at some point, I owe Chris an upgraded limiter, turning it into Adept. And I want Chris to know, this is how I'm gonna do it. Listen, I have other things I want to do. If a turbo button will play the game for me on normal, I'll go, sure thing. No remorse. Listen, if they want to make some absurd requirement that requires me to just basically button mash for like 3 hours, no thanks. Oh look, chat, we've almost cleared the arena. Isn't that fun? Eventually the bird will die bomb and die. Again, the game plays itself. Hope you're doing well, Chris. We're almost ready for your gift. I just do manual control briefly. And yes, chat, it is as stupid as it looks, but I love it. Just want you to know, chat. No shame. I feel no shame in this. Listen, I don't feel like spending 5 hours. You didn't sleep the best, but you're doing okay. Just want you to know, chat. If it unlocks Excalibur a little quicker, I think I'm good for it. Speaking of which, Let's not look at our bank. Let's look at our inventory.
No mercy.
No mercy indeed. I believe if we scroll down, it says I've gotten allegedly 85k. I think that's not quite correct. I think I have 88 kills. So I'm slightly on my way to unlocking Excalibur. So Excalibur is the same kind of deal. So I will not do this full thing on stream. I will let you know. I was gonna jokingly do it as part of a duo thing, but Phantasy Star didn't want to cooperate with me, unfortunately. So the game will teleport me and restore my TP, which I find absolutely hilarious. Now, ideally, instead of a Heavenly Mind, I think the best unit to do so that you have to play the game even less is an Adept, if you already have it, because it reduces the TP cost of using things, which again is really hilarious. It's really funny. So if you have a Force and you want to do it that way, that's fine. I like to use this character class because A, I don't normally get a lot of XP with them, and then B, they can get early access to Excalibur, because otherwise, if you're trying to unlock an Excalibur for your Force, it's going to take so long. You have to be like level 180 plus. So I'm not going to say it's not viable, I'm just going to say it's unrealistic for people that are starting. Where this is like brain dead easy. I don't have to think about this at all. I'll let the game play itself. If I feel bad, I'll heal myself, I guess. If I die, it's like whatever. It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't, chat. If you were not to use the Excalibur, I think there are claw weapons that can technically increase your damage with spells, in case you were purely looking to level up Limiter. Anyway, let's check to see how many kills we're up to, out of curiosity. 157, not bad, chat. Not bad. Oh, we got run over. That could have been a problem if we were playing on any difficulty other than normal. No mercy indeed. So yeah, Chris, we're almost ready. We're just gonna basically go... I'll show you where I usually put the quest. This is where it also requires manual intervention. This is like the difficult part of the quest. Uh-oh, we're doing the wrong thing. There we go. That was scary. No, don't go into swingy swing. Stop it. Stop that. Bad turbo button. So I'm basically just telling it to hammer the 5, if you're curious, chat. Just over and over. I think I have one for turbo gambling, because that also is very boring. So I just do it to speed through the menus if I'm not streaming it. Because again, that's very boring to sit through. And listen, I like to have my time respected. So I get to talk to you, chat, about why you should turbo button this and not bother to manually level it up. And this is literally the best strategy. Even if you weren't to turbo, this is still the best strategy for unlocking. There's no better quest. It's so many enemies back to back. In theory, it's 500. So if you were to play out the quest to its legitimate conclusion, then you would only need to clear the quest twice, in theory. Now, it's possible for the Rappies to get tagged by the fireball and run away, depending on the strength of the character, so usually it's about 3 runs. It's very rare you get a perfect run. But yeah, Chris, I'll be doing this, I think, post-stream for you. This will be for you, Chris. I don't know if the limiter will be ready by tomorrow, but I will be turboing as I watch other shows and do other things. Because I like to have my time respected. Because I do owe you an Adept. Adept is a really great unit. I just think the requirement to unlock it is absolutely absurd and stupid. It's like cool in concept, but like really 1,000 kills? Little overboard. Oh. There we go. I mean, I could technically deban myself if I want to take less damage, but you can see right now, the only thing that really hurts me is set damage. So I'm mostly fine. So yeah, maybe in the future you'll see me put this game up. If we play like a regular older Streets of Rage, maybe I'll do that. I'll just put this in the corner. Chat will know what I'm doing. It'll just be our little secret. But yeah, I'm very tempted if we go back and play some older games. Maybe if I'm playing Soten, just put this in the corner. Just like, yeah, it's fine. Listen, I don't need one of my buttons. It's fine. Just unassign it in Soten. Or like Circle the Moon would actually be a great example where I could get away with that. Because it doesn't use all the buttons to begin with. Whereas Soten does. So yeah, maybe if we do a Game Boy Castlevania, I'll just have this in the corner the whole time. As long as it's not a DS game. So we're almost done with the quest portion that I'm interested in. I'm just gonna open up the item reader, which is just a handy add-on. See, we've already gotten 240 kills. I barely needed to move. Technically, it might be slower to complete up to this portion, but I like to menu less, so I'm just gonna go the lazy route with the quest, for sure. 100% chat. Oh, I actually interrupted the turbo. I outmashed turbo, chat. I want you to know. You should feel proud of me. I actually just mashed healing so much that it overrode the turbo. Godlike. Of all the things to flex on, it's beating turbo. Turbo, you're too slow. Anyway, this is the point of the quest I always bail. Listen, these enemies don't walk towards you far enough, and they're just wasting your time. So we're just gonna slash lobby. So if you would like to level up any of the items that you happen to come across, or if you want to give a really nice gift to somebody, actually, let me fix my controls. Alright, we're good now. Then you should be able to hand these things out. Speaking of which, how many kills did we get in the item reader, allegedly? 249. I think I clipped a Rappy by accident and made it leave. That's unfortunate. Interestingly, you can see the time you need to feed the mag, so it looks like maybe it's about 3 minutes, 30 seconds. There's like little things you can like data mine, quote unquote, on your own character that nobody in the server cares about. This is all legal, just by the way, in the server. They don't care about this. As long as it doesn't actually manipulate RNG or do anything else, they're like, whatever. Just so you're aware, chat. It has already officially been approved. Yes, 249 kills. So I basically just have to do that 3 times. I think I can manage that for tomorrow and give the other items to Chris. But we'll have like a post-Christmas gift session, I suppose, very briefly. And then I think the rest of the day will be Tails. Okay, Chris. I'm gonna make a game. I call it Chris is Cool. And we're just gonna go ahead and leave it on normal difficulty. So Chris, apparently it's double XP, by the way. So if you end up wanting to play the game later, and you want to level a character, today's a pretty good day for it. I feel a little PSO'd out, so probably after this we'll switch to something else. But I have some things for Chris. We're gonna come over to Chris. Oh no, he's the chunka bot. The washing machine comes. So, spoilers. Those presents we got in the beginning of the stream were for Chris the entire time. There we go. Enjoy, Chris. See the O. You're welcome, Chris. You'll have to open them and let them know what they are, because even I don't know what those are. But they're ultimate level presents. Hopefully they're decent. So we burned 80 coal on it. Last Swan is an excellent gun. It's probably the best handgun for females in the game. Chris, moment of truth, he's gonna have to let us know. Yeah, we'll know if it's something really, really good if it gets announced at the top of the game. But I'll accept decent as well. Chris is gonna leave us in suspense. You do it, Chris. Yeah, that last Swan should definitely help in the future. In particular if you want to level up the Ron Marl. Present 1, Photon Drop. A little disappointing, but hey. It's the nature of the random gifts. So I made sure we had at least one guaranteed good item. Unfortunately, one of the joke items I wanted to give was locked away. Very upset about that. I mentioned before. Ooh, blue paint. I'm so sorry, Chris. But hey, at least you have the last Swan, because that's a really good gun. In fact, you'll probably end up using it on the Raw Marl if you end up playing that character later. I'm just checking one thing. Okay. I don't think Kirk will be able to join us tonight, unfortunately, so I don't think I could slip in a surprise stream to Hades. But I think I'm mostly done with PSO. Yeah, we'll be unlocking this for sure. Trust me, chat, that turbo button is going to be left on all day. It just has to get there. In fact, what I want to do to speed this up for me... Where's it at? Oh no, I didn't put my adept away from last time. I really gotta stop doing that. Jeez, chat, who did I leave the adept on this time? Yeah, I need chat to watch me. That unit, I keep putting it on characters and I keep forgetting who has it. I mean, it would be a melee character. I never put another adept on a force. Who were we playing yesterday? Ramarl? I think I put the adept maybe on my Ramarl to get resistances against the lilies, if I had to guess. I'm gonna have to fix that later. I have to work through my logic of where I would have put the adept. That in itself is its own mini game I get to play with myself. And also why it's very important for me to give myself more adepts so I don't have to keep going to the share bank and losing where they are. So we're gonna go ahead and restock fluids for sure. But I think that's about it for PSO. I'm just thinking about what to do next, so for now, hopefully Chris enjoys this present. Also, I'd like to say congratulations, Chris, for hitting 190. I want to say you hit that this week. You're only 10 levels away from the cap. It's pretty close. I want to say you were 189 when we started the week. I think we did some streaming, or not streaming, we did some playing off stream. I think that resulted in him leveling. Yeah, there we go. See, I can sometimes pay attention, chat. Where that adept is, nobody knows. But Chris's level, that time I noticed. So we're good. So unfortunately, I mean, photon drops are good, don't get me wrong, but the blue pain was definitely bad. That was a bad gift. So we'll have to make it up to Chris by giving him an adept, I think, tomorrow, hopefully. And then he too can enjoy reduced TP costs and free resistances. And that would make his life a lot easier. Or even if he just wants more accuracy on a melee character, it's just a better item to use than Heavenly Arms. But for now, chat, I think we're gonna say goodbye to the Christmas event. So let's just briefly go to a let's chat. What did we learn? I guess we could reflect back on the Christmas event briefly. Well, I got a V101, so mission accomplished. I'll probably be showing that off maybe tomorrow. If not then probably on Thursday or something like that. We'll see. And I'm otherwise pretty happy with how the events went. I think I got levels on basically every character that I play. I don't think there's a single character I played that didn't level at some point. Even if it wasn't on stream, they definitely leveled. So I made a little more progress to everybody being more viable. So I'm pretty happy about that. And the V101 definitely helps me make a lot of characters that are good to become great, great to become amazing, and amazing to godlike. And then for the mediocre characters, I don't bother giving them those units because they don't deserve it yet. But maybe one day they'll level. That poor Humar. I'm so sorry, Humar. I just never feel like playing you over the other characters. It's not that I don't have your equipment. I just don't want to level you again. Maybe one day, though, chat. Maybe one day, though. But I think for now, we're going to say goodbye to PSO. We'll be playing, as I said before, a little bit more of it. Technically, the Christmas event is on, but that was basically the goal, was to squeeze in as much as we could while we got the Super Christmas bonuses. After that, it's mostly just leveling characters, so it doesn't really matter where we go. But I feel like we showed off basically everything. The only thing I can think of that I will show off when I am more awake, I would say, is probably the Episode 2 Christmas Fiasco, which is going to be absolutely horrendous. So I hope if you want to see something absolutely horrendous, we'll probably be doing that. Not tomorrow, though, because I have to get through Eternia and I need something to lift my spirits. But we'll probably be doing that on Monday or Tuesday, I would guess. Just a little bit of playtime there. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But I think for now, we could say goodbye to YouTube. We're done with the PSO. And otherwise, pretty successful Christmas event overall. I'm not sure how much of the upgrades we got to see Chris get on stream, but I know a lot of his characters got very minor upgrades pretty much across the board, whether it was getting a new Gracia with better defense, or getting better materials, or, you know, pretty much anything. And definitely all the level ups help. Hopefully Chris also had a good time too. But for now, goodbye YouTube, and let us talk as a group what we'd like to do next.